our lesson. Okay, so
Yes.
we are at stage 3, paragraph page 165. And our last headword was sad, full stage
Sad.
revision.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's pick up from where we ended. 65, sad. Okay, here we go. First question. Okay, so here we go. Do you feel sad when you go on holiday? Do you feel sad when you go on holiday? No, I
No,
don't
I
feel
don't feel
sad when
sad
I
when
go
I
on
go on
holiday.
holiday.
I feel happy.
I feel happy.
Very good. Are my hands apart? Are my hands apart? No, your
No,
hands aren't apart.
are
They're together.
together.
Very good. Okay. Next. Do you live apart from your family? Do you live apart from your family? Yes or no? I live
Yes, I live
apart from
apart
my
from my
family.
family.
Very good. Are you in that room together with other people? Are you in that room together with other people? Yes or no?
No, I
I'm not.
don't.
I'm not in
I'm
this
not
room
in this
together with
room
other
together with
people.
other people.
Very good. What do you eat for your lunch apart from meat? What do you eat for your lunch apart from meat? I eat bread,
I, I
vegetables,
eat bread
etc.
and vegetable,
For my
etc.
lunch apart
for
from
my
meat.
lunch, apart from meat.
Very good. Do you study anything apart from English? Do you study anything apart from English? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I study
study
anything
something
apart
apart from
from English.
English. Very good. Apart from me, is anybody in this room sitting? Apart from me, is anybody in this room sitting? No. Apart from
No,
you,
apart from me,
nobody in that room is sitting.
in the room is sitting.
Where who lives in your flat apart from you? Who lives in your flat apart from you? Nobody lives in my
Nobody
flat apart from
lives.
me.
Nobody lives
In my flat
in in my
apart
flat
from me.
apart from me.
Very good. Do you speak English better than Japanese? Do you speak English better than Japanese? No, I don't
No,
speak
I don't
English
speak
better than
English
Japanese.
than
I
Japanese.
speak it worse than
Speak it
Japanese.
worse than Japanese.
Very good. Do you think Tokyo is a worse place to live in than the North Pole? Do you think Tokyo is a worse place to live in than the North Pole? No, I don't
No,
think
I don't
Tokyo
think
is a worse
Tokyo is
place to live
a
in
worse
than the
place
North
to live.
Pole. To live
Tokyo
in,
is worse place
to live in
to live in
than the
than
North Pole.
the North
I
Pole.
think it's a better
I
place
think
to
it's a
live
better
in
place
than the
to
North
live in
Pole.
than the North Pole.
Very good. Is Toyota a better car than a Rolls Royce? Is Toyota a better car than a Rolls Royce? Yes or no?
Yes, Toyota
Toyota
is
is a
better
better
car
than a
than
Rolls
the Rolls
Royce.
Royce.
Yeah, I agree. Very good. Is the cinema A a worse cinema than cinema B? Is the cinema A a worse cinema than cinema B? No. The cinema
No,
A
Cinema
isn't
A
a worse
isn't
cinema
a
than cinema
cinema
B.
than
It's
Cinema
a
B.
better cinema than
It's a
cinema
better
B.
cinema than the Cinema B.
Very good. When do we use capital letters? When do we use capital letters? We use capital
We use
letters at the
capital letter
beginning of the
at the
sentence
beginning of the
for the
sentence
pronoun I
for the pronoun
and
I
for the first letter
and for the
of
first
people's
letter of
names, place
names,
names, days
place
of the
names,
week, months
days,
of the
days of
year,
the week, month of the year,
nationalities, and languages.
nationalities, and languages.
Very good. Where do you think is the best place in your country to live? Where do you think is the best place in your country to live? I think
I think the best place to live is Niigata,
in my country.
in my country.
Very good. Which do you think is the worst day of the week? Which do you think is the worst day of the week? I think
I think the worst day of
of the
the
week
week,
is, just for example, not really the worst day. Monday. Let's say Monday.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay, Monday.
Very good. What was your worst subject at school? What was your worst subject at school?
My worst
Subject at
subject
school
at school
was
is
was
was gymnastics.
gymnastics. What was your best subject at school? What was your best subject at school? My
My
best
best
subject at
my
school
best
was
subject of the school was Japanese.
Japanese. Very good. What kind of games do you like the best? What kind of games do you like the best? The kind of games I
The
like the
kind of
best
games
are,
I like best are Uno,
you know, what
Trump,
else? From card games. Very good.
Card game.
Okay. Do you,
Mhm.
do children like playing games? Do children like playing games? Yes,
Yes,
children like playing
children
games.
like games.
Tell me the name of a card game. Tell me the name of a card game, please. The name of
The
a
name
card
of
game
the
is a
card
poker.
game is
Poker.
poker.
Very good. Name me some games in which we use a ball. Name me some games in which we use a ball, please. Some games in
Some
which we
games.
use a ball are
A ball,
football, tennis,
a ball, tennis,
rugby, golf,
rugby, golf,
basketball, etc.
basketball, etc.
Very good. What's the difference between to look at and to watch? What's the difference between to look at and to watch? The difference
The
between
difference
to look at
between
and
to
to
look
watch
at and
is
to
that
watch
we
is
use to
that
look at
we used to
for
look at
something
uh,
that is still,
for something that is still,
whilst we use to
while
watch
we used to
for
watch
something that is
for,
moving.
for
That is moving.
something that is moving.
Very good. Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm looking at your hand.
I'm looking at your hand.
Very. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm watching your hand.
I'm watching hand.
Very good. Is it right to say I'm watching that picture? Is it right to say I'm watching that picture? No, it
No,
isn't
it isn't
right to
right.
say you're
Right
watching
to
that
say
picture.
you're watching that picture
Why not? Why not? Because that picture
because the
still.
picture still.
Very good. What must I say instead? What must I say instead? You must say you're
You
looking
must
at
say
that
you
picture.
are looking at the picture.
But is it right to say we look at a game of football? Is it right to say we look at a game of football? No, it isn't
No, it
right to
isn't
say we
right
look
to
at a
say
game
we
of
look
football.
at the game of the football
Where? Why not? Why not? Because a game of
because
football
a game
moves.
of football moves.
Very good. What must we say instead? What must we say instead? We must say
We
we
must
watch
say
a game
we
of
watch
football
a
instead.
game of football instead.
Do you like watching television? Do you like watching television? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I like
like watching
watching.
television.
Very good. Where do you buy your food? Where do you buy your food? I buy my food
I buy
from a
my
shop
food
near where I
from
live.
where I live.
Can we buy apples at the shoe shop? Can we buy apples at a shoe shop? No, we can't
No,
buy
I can't
apples
buy
at a
apples
shoe
at the
shop.
shoe shop.
Very good. Do we use the gerund or the infinitive after a preposition? Do we use the gerund or the infinitive after a preposition? We use the
Yes,
gerund
we use
after a
the gerund
preposition.
after position
Well, give me some examples. Give me some examples, please. Before coming, after
before coming,
taking, for
after
buying,
taking,
etc.
for buying, etc.
What is a gerund? What is a gerund? A gerund is a
A
noun
gerund
that
is a
we
noun
make by
that we
putting the
make
letters
by putting a
ing
letters
at the
ing
end of a verb.
at the end of the verb.
Very good. Which do you think is the best shop in your town for buying men's clothes? Which do you think is the best shop in your town for buying men's clothes? I think
I think the best place to buy
the
a
best shop
mom's clothes,
in my town
uh, the
the
best
best
shop in
in
my
my town
town
for buying women's clothes
for buying women's clothes
are
is the
is the
is is the Takashimaya.
very good. Is that a shopping mall or a boutique?
It's a department store.
Department store. Okay, very good. What do you do before coming to school each day? What do you do before coming to school each day? I eat breakfast,
I eat
speak to my
breakfast
friends, etc.
with my friends,
before coming
etc.
to school each
Before
day.
coming to day.
Very good. Are you good at playing football? Are you good at playing football? Yes or no?
No, I'm
I'm
not good
good.
at playing football.
I'm bad at playing football.
I'm bad at playing, I'm bad at playing football.
Very good. What's the difference between beside and besides? What's the difference between beside and besides? The difference
The
between
difference
beside
between
and
side and
besides
side
is that
is
beside
that
means
side means
next to,
near or next to,
whereas besides
whereas
means
beside
apart
means
from.
apart from.
Very good. Give me an example of each. Give me an example of each, please. I am sitting beside
I am
nobody.
sitting beside nobody.
Mr. Brown speaks
Mr.
French
Green speaks
besides
French
English.
besides English.
Very good. Who's sitting beside me? Who's sitting beside me? Nobody's sitting
Nobody is
beside you.
sitting beside you.
Is Paris beside the sea? Is Paris beside the sea? No, Paris isn't
No,
beside the
isn't
sea.
beside.
It's inland.
It's inland.
Very good. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're putting
You're
both your
putting your
hands,
hand,
both
both
your
your
hands
hands
on the table,
on the
one
table,
beside the other.
one beside the other.
Very good. Okay, next. What do you do in the evening besides watching television? What do you do in the evening besides watching television? I go for a walk. I
I go
read.
for a walk.
I
I
go to the
read
cinema, etc.
cinema,
In the evening
etc.
besides
In the
watching
evening,
television.
besides watching television.
How many floors are there in your building besides that one? How many floors are there in your building besides that one? There are
There are four floors
floors
beside
in this building
in this
besides this
building
one.
beside this one.
Very good. Have your parents got any more children besides you? Have your parents got any more children besides you? Yes or no?
No,
My
my
parents
parents
haven't got
haven't
any more children
any more children
besides
beside.
me. Very good. Do you like watching? Oh, do you like walking very much? Do you like walking very much? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I
like
walk.
walking very much.
Do you like working very much? Do you like working very much? Yes or no?
Yes, I like walking very much.
Oh, very good. Have you get another watch besides that one? Have you get another watch besides that one? Yes or no?
No, I
I
don't
have.
have a.
I haven't
I
got
haven't
another
got
watch
another watch
besides this one.
beside this one.
Very good. Or I don't have is also correct. Next, have you got another blouse besides the one you're wearing now? Have you got another blouse besides the one you're wearing now? Yes, I've got
Yes,
another blouse.
I've got
Another
I've got another
blouse besides the one I'm
beside
wearing
the
now.
one wearing now.
Very good. Do most people in your country go to temple each week? Do most people in your country go to temple each week? Yes or no?
No,
Most
most
people
people
in
in
my
my country
country don't go to
go
temples
to
each
schools
week.
every
Each
each
week.
week.
Very good. At what time do you generally enter the classroom for your lesson? At what time do you generally enter the classroom for your lesson? I generally
I
enter the
usually enter
classroom
the
at
classroom at 7 a.m.
for my lesson.
for my lesson.
Very good. Can we see the air? Can we see the air? No, we
No,
can't see
I
the
can't
air.
see
Very good. Okay, next. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're covering your watch with
your
your right
watch
hand.
with your right hand.
Very good. Can you cover both your eyes with only one hand? Can you cover both your eyes with only one hand? Yes, I
Yes,
can
I can
cover both
cover
my eyes.
both
Both
my
my eyes
eyes
with only one hand.
with only one hand.
What covers our heads? What covers our heads? Our hair
Our
covers our
hair
heads.
covers our head.
Very good. What color snow? What color snow? Snow's white.
Nose white.
Does it generally snow very much in the hot countries of the world? Does it generally snow very much in the hot countries of the world? No, it
No, it
doesn't
doesn't
generally
snow
snow.
in the whole countries in the world.
It generally snows very
It
little.
generally snows very little.
Greg, what kind of weather do you prefer? Hot, warm, cool, or cold? What kind of weather do you prefer? Hot, warm, cool, or cold? I prefer
I prefer warm
weather.
season or weather.
Very good. What kind of weather are we having these days? What kind of weather are we having these days? We are having
We are having
hot
hot
weather these days.
weather these days.
Is British weather pleasant in winter? Is British weather pleasant in winter? No. British weather
British
isn't
weather
pleasant
is
in winter.
pleasant in
It's
winter.
unpleasant.
It's unpleasant.
Very good. What am I holding in my left hand? What am I holding in my left hand? You're holding a pen
Holding
in
a
your
pen
left
in
hand.
your
Which hand do you hold your pen in when you write? Which hand do you hold your pen in when you write? I hold my pen
I hold
in
my
my
pen in my right hand
when I write.
when I write.
Can you hold a complicated conversation in English? Can you hold a complicated conversation in English? Yes or no?
No,
I
I can't
can't
hold
hold a complicated
complicated
conversation
conversation
in English yet.
yet.
I can hold a simple
I
conversation
can
in
hold
English
simple
at the moment.
conversation in English at the moment.
Very good. About how many matches does a matchbox generally hold? About how many matches does a matchbox generally hold? A matchbox
A
generally
matchbox
holds
holds
about
It holds about 20 matches.
Very good. How long can you hold your hand above your head for? About how long can you hold your hand above your head for? I can hold my hand
Hold
above
my
my
hand
head for
my
about.
head for about 5 minutes.
Very good. Do you know what I have in my pocket? Do you know what I have in my pocket? Yes or no?
No, I
I know.
don't know
What you have
now
in your
what you
pocket?
have in your pocket.
Do you know if I live further from there than you do? Do you know if I live further from there than you do? Yes, I know that.
Yes,
You
I
live
know that.
further from
It's
here than I do.
from here than I do.
Do you know any excellent restaurants near there? Do you know any excellent restaurants near there? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
know
know
some excellent
some
restaurants
excellent
near
restaurant
here.
near here.
Do you know any English teacher other than me? Do you know any English teacher other than me? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
know
know
some English teacher
English
other than
teachers
you.
other than you.
Very good. Okay, next, what's the opposite of the word quick? What's the opposite of the word quick? The opposite
The
of the word
opposite
quick
word of
is slow.
the opposite word of quick is slow.
Very good. Do you speak English or do you speak Japanese slower than you speak English? Do you speak Japanese slower than you speak English? No, I don't speak
I don't speak
Japanese
Japanese
slower than I speak
slower than
English.
I
I
speak
speak it
English.
quicker
I
than
speak
I speak
quicker than
English.
I speak English.
Very good. Do people walk quicker in hot weather than in cold? Do people walk quicker in hot weather than in cold? No,
Yes,
people don't
uh,
walk quicker
no people work
quicker in hot weather
quicker in hot
than in
weather
cold.
than in
They
cold.
walk slower.
They get slower.
It really depends on the person, right? Very good. Okay. Do we say every student is good or every students are good? Do we say every student is good or every students are good? We say every
We
student
say
is
every
good.
student good
Why? Why? Because every is
because
singular.
every is singular.
Is every town in the world beautiful? Is every town in the world beautiful? No, not every
No, not
town in
every
the world is beautiful.
world is
Some
beautiful.
are beautiful
Some are
and some
beautiful
are ugly.
and some are ugly.
Where do you come here every day of the week? Do you come here every day of the week? No, I
Yes,
don't come
no,
here
I don't come
every
here
day of the week.
every day over the
I
week.
only come here
I only come
like
here.
7 days a week. Okay, let's change the answer. Yes, I come here
Yes, I come here
every day of the week.
every day over the week.
Very good. Do you go to bed at the same time every night? Do you go to bed at the same time every night? No, I don't
So
go to bed at the same
I
time
don't go to bed at the same time
every
every
night.
day.
Every night.
Every night.
I go to bed at different
I
times.
go to bed at different
Where
times.
does everybody in the world have enough food to eat? Does everybody in the world have enough food to eat? No, not
No, not
everybody in the world
everybody
has enough
knows
food to eat.
enough food to eat.
Is everything in your room the same color? Is everything in your room the same color? No,
No,
not
not
everything in my
every
room is the same
in my room
color.
same
Some things
color.
are red
Some
and
things are
some
red
things are
and
blue,
some things are
green,
blue,
etc.
green, etc.
Does it snow everywhere in the world? Does it snow everywhere in the world? No, it
No,
doesn't
not
snow
everywhere.
everywhere in the
Uh,
world.
It doesn't snow everywhere
In the
in the
world,
world.
in some places it
In
does,
some places
and
that
in
it
some
does,
places
and
it
in
doesn't.
some places it doesn't.
Greg, is it raining outside now? Is it raining outside now? Yes or no?
No, it isn't raining outside now.
Do you like walking in the rain? Do you like walking in the rain? Yes or no?
Yes, I like walking in the rain.
Greg, when it rains, what do we cover our heads with? When it rains, what do we cover our heads with? When it rains, we
When it
cover
rains,
our
we
heads
cover
with a hat
with a
or an
hat
umbrella.
or umbrella.
Very good. Does Thursday always follow Wednesday? Does Thursday always follow Wednesday? Yes,
Yes,
Thursday always
Thursday
follows
always
Wednesday.
follow Wednesday.
Is Christmas always on the 25th of December? Is Christmas always on the 25th of December? Yes, Christmas
Yes,
is always
Christmas is
on the
always
25th
at
of December.
on the 25th of December.
Very good. Must we always open our mouths when we eat? When we always open our mouths when we want to eat? Yes, we must
Yes, we
always
must
open
open
our mouths
always
when we
our
want
mouth
to eat.
when we want to eat.
Very good. Do you always reply to letters you receive? Do you always reply to letters you receive? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I
always
always reply
reply
to
to
letters I
the
receive.
letter I receive.
Wait, is the weather nicer today than yesterday? Is the weather nicer today than yesterday? Yes or no?
Yes,
The
the weather
weather's
today is
nice
nicer
than
than
yesterday.
yesterday.
Very good. Which is the nicest place in your town? Which is the nicest place in your town?
The
The
nicest
nicest
place in
place in
my
my town
is where I live.
well, very good. That's correct. Are you always nice to other people? Are you always nice to other people? Yes or no?
No, I'm
I'm
not
not
always
always
nice
nice to other
to
people. Good luck to other people. Okay, next. What's the past tense of I am, you are, you were, he is, it is, we are, etc.
we were,
One more.
etc.
The past tense of I
The
am
past tense of I am,
is I was.
I was.
You are is you were.
Are, you
He
are.
is he was,
He is, he was,
etc.
etc.
Where was I here 2 weeks ago? Was I here 2 weeks ago? Yes, you were
Yes,
here
you are
2 weeks
here
ago.
2 weeks ago.
Were you here 2 weeks ago? Were you here 2 weeks ago? Yes, I
Yes, I
was
was
here 2 weeks
two
ago.
years, 2 weeks ago.
Very good. Where were you at this time yesterday? Where were you at this time yesterday? I was.
I was at Niigata this time yesterday.
Very good. Were we in this room last week? Were we in this room last week? Yes, we
Yes,
were in
we
this room last week.
week.
Very good. Were they here 2 lessons ago? Were they here 2 lessons ago? Yes, they were here
Yes, they
2 lessons
are.
ago.
They were here two,
Two
2 lessons
lessons
ago.
ago. Very good. What's the difference between a road and a street? What's the difference between a road and a street? The difference
The
between a
difference
road
between
and a
road
street
and street
is that
is
a road is
that
generally
road
in the country
generally in the
and
country
connects two towns,
to towns.
whereas a street is in a
The
town
street
and generally
town
has shops in it.
generally have shops in it.
Where do you live in a road or a street? Do you live in a road or a street? I live in a
I live in a street.
very good. Okay, next. What's this? What's this? It's a line.
The line.
Are there a lot of lines on an old person's face? Are there a lot of lines on an old person's face? Yes, there
Yes,
are
there
a
are
lot of
a
lines on
line
an old person's face.
on an old person's face.
Very good. Is this a crooked line? Is this a crooked line? No, it
No,
isn't a
it
crooked
isn't a
line.
cricket line.
It's a straight line.
It's a straight line.
Very good. Okay, next. Is the road between New York and California straight? Is the road between New York and California straight? No, the
No,
road
it
between
isn't.
New
The
York
road
and
between New
California
York
isn't straight.
and California isn't
It's
straight.
crooked.
It's crooked.
After drinking a bottle of whiskey, can people walk in a straight line? After drinking a bottle of whiskey, can people walk in a straight line? No.
After
After drinking
no,
a bottle
after
of
drinking
whiskey,
a bottle of
people
whiskey,
can't walk
people
in a straight line.
walk in a straight
They
line.
walk in a crooked
They
line.
walk in a crooked line.
Is ABC Street crooked? Is ABC Street crooked? No. ABC Street
No, and
isn't
the
crooked.
street isn't
It's
crooked.
straight.
It's straight.
Does the sun always shine? Does the sun always shine? No, the sun
No, the
doesn't
sun
always shine.
doesn't always shine.
Sometimes it shines,
Sometimes
and
it shines.
sometimes the sky
The,
is covered with
the sky
clouds.
is clouds.
Where is it always hot in France? Is it always hot in France? No, it
No,
isn't
it isn't
always hot
always
in
hot in
France.
France.
Sometimes it's hot,
Sometimes
and
it's hot
sometimes it's
and
cold.
sometimes cool.
Is Easter always in March? Is Easter always in March? No,
No,
Easter isn't always in
always.
March. Sometimes it's in
Sometimes
March, and
it's in
sometimes
March and
it's
sometimes
in April.
in April.
Do you always get up at the same time every morning? Do you always get up at the same time every morning? No, I
No,
don't
I
always
don't
get
get
up
up. I don't always get up
at the
at
same time every morning.
every morning.
Sometimes I get up early,
I get up
and
early,
sometimes I get up late.
get up late.
Very good. Okay, so we stop.